Okay, those technical difficulties are over. How are you feeling today? Greetings to one and all. Thank you all for tuning in and being patient with the technical difficulties that I was recently going through. I hope everyone can hear me. If you can hear me now, please put the number 1 in the chat. Instagram, if you can hear me. I was having problems with Instagram. If you can hear me, put the number 1 in the chat. If you can hear me now, you put the number 1 in the chat. Good. Good. Hey, thank you. Yes. If you can hear me now, put the number 1 in the chat. This is going to be a very interesting topic because a lot of us like to say this quote. And the topic is life be lifing, a numerovational perspective. Good. So I want to dive right in it. Just want to remind every one of you that tonight we will have a master tantric shaman, central masseuse, celebrity healer herself, Adara Moselle, will be in the building. And of course, Phil Valentine is doing his thing today. So if you're in there with Phil Valentine today, he's rebroadcasting. So this is actually a rebroadcast. So at 2 p.m. So support Baba Phil. It should go all the way till 7 or 8 o'clock. And I will be on at 9 o'clock if you're not tired. And do remember on Wednesday, we have a candid conversation about addiction and healing with L.A. Wade from out of Toronto, Canada, and also an author, director, extraordinary in everything that she does. Dr. Aline Bay is coming in on February the 25th. That's Sunday, February the 25th. And in March, I have Dr. Shakira Moore coming in with hopefully a guest. She's going to be bringing someone with her. We're going to find out if that's going to be happening. April, get your tickets. The tickets go up to $35 on March the 1st. So get your early bird tickets. I always suggest people get that early birds. You save at least $10 every time you get $10 or $20, depending on when you get it. Every month it goes up. And of course, there's an early bird fee for the all day with Professor James Smalls. Okay. Please support CarrieAnnIngram.com, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. Look out for the audio book coming out, and get all my books via Amazon or Kindle. And remember, if you want to book a session, my sessions are in March right now, but March is starting to fill up. So if you want to be in that number, you better text me. And if you live outside of the United States, please use WhatsApp or Signal. Live outside of the United States, use WhatsApp or Signal. Again, today's topic, life be lifing, a numerovational perspective of the quote, life be lifing. It sounds ghetto as hell. It's life is lifing, or life is lifing, or life be lifing. But you know how people say life be lifing. It's an urban vernacular. It's an urban saying. Now, so do remember to share, subscribe, share, and comment. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. And please share with at least 5 people you know that like to say these words. Life be lifing. Life be lifing, because it does be lifing. But there's a meaning behind all of that. And I want to touch on that. Because that's very important. And we're definitely going to go to the dictionary. Definitely want to go to the dictionary for this, because that is a saying that's being said all the time. And the term or the quote, life be life, it means what it says on the screen, life doing what it does. Life doing what it does. Now, the word lifing itself, let me tell you what that means by itself. It's not even, and you'll be surprised what it means. You'll be surprised what it means. Lifing itself. The word lifing, not lifting, is lifing. Keep on going to lift. Lifing. All right, good. Here it is. Here is the meaning. Lifing So the word lifing, as according to the online perspective, not lifting. So I don't know, lifting generally refers to an active process of lifting or raising. See, but they got lifting, but I found another meaning to that word lifing. Yeah, I did find another meaning. Let me see. Make sure I got the meaning here. Lifting. No, I got the meaning. I know I got a meaning. A typical mundane activity to maintain one's life. There it is. There it is. That's the meaning right there. Good. Wanted to make sure we got the correct meaning, not lifting like mechanical pace. And according to certain dictionary meanings, it says doing the typical mundane activities necessary to maintain one's life, such as working a job, doing laundry, buying grocery, and paying bills. So that's what the word lifing means when it comes to humans. Doing the typical mundane activities necessary to maintain one's life, such as working a job, running a business, doing laundry, buying groceries, paying bills, etc., etc., etc. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so we got that meaning from that perspective. And it is a perspective because lifing can be called lifting. And the word lifting generally refers to an act or process of lifting or raising something or someone. So that is very interesting that also has that meaning too. So lifting and lifing, according to the dictionaries, is really one and the same word. So the other meaning, and I'm going to put that right now, the other meaning is generally refers to an act or process of lifting or raising something or someone, often using physical force or mechanical aids. It's not, and sometimes I'm going to add something to it because it's not just lifting someone, and they say using physical force or mechanical aid, but also lifting someone spiritually. I'm going to add to that. Also, lifting someone spiritually. Also, spiritually. I want to add that to that. Also, from my perspective, lifing can be something, or lifting can be something that can be pertaining to also lifting someone spiritually. Because if you lift people's spirit, then that will connect with the physical. See, once you lift a person's spirit, because how many times have you ran into people or dealt with friends or family members whose spirit was down? And after you spoke to them or after you gave them that positive words, their spirit got lifted. So if you lift the spirit, then you lift the physical also at the same time, simultaneously. But you have to go deep within the energetic spirit first in order for you to lift that person or allow that person to physically start to be lifted. So although the word lifing and lifting, depending on how you pronounce it, lifing, as we say it, the topic again, life be lifing. The numerovational perspective, we're going to go to the board. You know I'm going to go to the board. Although the word lifing is doing the typical mundane activities necessary to maintain one's life, such as, working jobs, running a business, whatever you do, whatever you maintain, however you maintain your life, that's what it is. Then the other meaning, going to lifting, but not lifting, but generally refers to the act and process of lifting or raising something or someone. They say often using physical force or mechanical aids. I'm saying it also can be done spiritually. Where what I might do for people when in my numerovational sessions is lift your spirits to let you know even your mathematics connected to you. Since mathematics is life and life is mathematics, like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad used to say, life is Islam and Islam is mathematics is Islam and Islam is mathematics. Islam is a way of life. So mathematics is Islam or mathematics is a way of life. And a way of life is mathematics. Then you got to be able to secure some good homes, friendships in all walks of life. Money, good homes, friendship, money in all walks of life. I mean, I'm butchering up the saying, but get what I'm talking about. If you learn to live a mathematical life, not robotical like you're doing a robot, mathematical, because it helps to allow the person to navigate better in this realm. Astrological, because that also helps to navigate others in this realm. And it's all right to do so. It's all right to do so. Because we're all playing this numbers game when numbers is not a game. Numbers are symbols. That already existed way before us. We have rediscovered it so we can be able to apply it to our life today. Because the counting and using the symbolism of counting was already here before humans came into existence. And I'm not talking about evolution and all that. We're coming out of slugs and going into the no. I'm not talking about that. That's a whole nother science that I do not know anything about from a certain perspective. I've heard some great teachers teach on it, but if people have been paying attention to cycles and sequences and patterns through processions and 26,000 years processions and this and 2,000 year processions to recognize an age or an end of an age or beginning an age, and it's been passed down from generation to generation to generation to generation until we have it down to a science. Somebody found it. Somebody found it. Some crew of people, some nation of people found it. So when I say a numerovational perspective of the quote, life be lifing, It's something that I'm hearing over and over again. Life be life and life be life. And it's like people are blaming it. Whatever they're going through, they're blaming it on life. When, from another perspective, the word life means generally refers to the act and process of lifting and raising something or someone. So lifing is also supposed to help raise you up to another level. You don't just be lifing and stay in what they say in this meaning are typical mundane activities. Those are rituals that we do every day, whether we brushing our teeth, washing our face, going to a job, doing laundry, buying groceries, paying bills, whatever it is. It's all adding to lifing from one perspective. But if I take you to the board, life be lifing in the Pythagorean system. Remember, when I do the Pythagoreans on top, the Chaldeans on the bottom. Pythagoreans on top, Chaldeans on the bottom. When I add up life be lifing, it adds up. Life be lifing adds up to life be lifing adds up to a number 3 and 3, which is a 6. So in the Pythagorean system, the number 6 is related to balance, harmony, justice, reciprocity, forgiveness. So there's a lot of things that should be done, but also the number 6, as I wrote in my book, the number 6 is the symbol of divine balance of nature and all of its beauty. That's what I wrote in my book about it. While doing intense studying, reevaluating, cross-references to find out the different systems that defends or backs up the number 6. It is a symbol of generations. So the statement life be lifing also is a generational symbol, because we can pass on this life be life into other generations, which we have, because we all do the general stuff that's referring to the mundane life of working jobs, laundry, buying this, doing that, brushing teeth, washing your face, whatever is part of the life, that's what you're lifing in. But it's always, because it adds up to a number 6 in one perspective, life be life and adds up to a number 6 in one perspective, and then adds up to a number 9 in the Chaldean perspective. We got the 6 and the 9 again, but I see 3, 6, 9. So again, we're going back to the Nikola Tesla numbers that keep on showing up. You start seeing them all. Look at that. 3, 6, 6, 3, 6, 9, 3. You start seeing all of them. When you find out the finality, you start seeing, I see 7s there, but I see 7 in the word be. That's where 7, be or not to be, or to be. When you're going to be something or be something, if you're going to be whoever you're going to be all that you can be. If you're going to be all that you can be, 7 is very important, because the word be adds up to the number 7. So it takes deep internal research. 7 is known as a God number. So it takes deep internal research of the God within you to find out who you're going to be, because 25 or 2 and 5 is the number of research, observation, not just physically, but you're researching and observing what you are doing internally with yourself, because 7 in my book is also a mental health number. And if you don't protect your mind while you're trying to be, life be lifing for real, and it can be lifing on a negative level, where it can be lifing to the point it becomes traumatic to you. Life be lifing. I'm going through this, I'm going through that. Instead of using it, generally referred to an act of process of lifting. Because lifing is a process of lifting or raising something or someone. So life be lifing. Life is supposed to be lifting you. please share this with people that are on that spiritual journey. You know what I'm saying? Share this with somebody who's on a spiritual journey. I'm talking to everybody on Instagram. I'm talking about everybody on Facebook, everybody on YouTube. Share this right now. Take the time out. Because 6 and 9 are the dominant numbers that shows up out of life be lifing. In the Pythagorean system, life be lifing adds up to a number 6, which deals with, like I said in my book, the symbol of generations, the divine balance in nature in its beauty, perfect balance, symbol of man, the 6-pointed star, the 2 triangles superimposed with the pointed towards the heavens and the earth, as above, so below. Life be life, and as above, so below. The number 6 represents that. The negative of this saying, this quote, life be lifing. And I say it in my book. You got to learn, when you read numerology books, learn to read it and relate it to not just yourself and your family, but also the things that you are saying that are significantly said over and over and over again that could either heal you or traumatize you. People like to say, I'm broke. I don't have no money. Those words, if you say those words, if I wrote those words in numbers, believe me, they got a significant reason. And that's the significant vibration or frequency that you will hold on to that will keep you in that broke state. That's why Les Brown always used to say in class about broke. He says, I'll never be broke again. So he flips it. I'll never be broke again. Never is that prominent word that's letting you know I'm not going down that road no more. Although he's saying the word broke, he diffuses the word broke by saying, I'll never be broke again. And sure enough, Les Brown has never been broke again. That's why Reverend Ike used to say, don't spend money. Don't say I have to pay the bills. Because when you spend and you pay, guess what? You're just throwing it out there and you're not getting the reciprocal energy other than, okay, I paid that bill, my light is still on. I spent that money, I got this. But why not circulate your money? I'm circulating that money to that bill. I'm circulating that money to that grocery. I'm circulating, because if you say circulate, it comes back to you. So we got to be careful what we say. So when life be lifing, I hope when you say life be lifing, that life be lifing or lifting you up. Because the other word, the other meaning of lifing is not just doing the mundane thing, but the other meaning of lifing is also referring to lifting and raising something or someone up, physically, mechanically, and spiritually. Hello. Real deal. Real deal. But what do I know? I'm a high school dropout. I took my GED. I was out. And I went and got into the school of hard knocks, studied. I read more books after I left school. I studied more and applied more after I left school. I used to hear that the word school comes from shul, which means hell. I don't want to be in that hell. Not that type of hell. That's going to cloud my mind and hope. And I'm not against school, but I think our children or adults have to go to school for sciences or things that's going to help society, help the mentality, the spirituality of the society, help the society in some way. Don't just go to school just to go to school. People taking liberal arts. I tell my children come with that liberal arts. I said, you mean you're going to waste money until you find out what you want to do? Really? I'm not part of that. I'm not going to be a part of that bull crap. Stop playing with me. Waste money? So, the number 9, and y'all have heard me say it before, is the symbol of conclusion. So in the Chaldean system, life be lifing adds up to a number 9, which is the symbol of conclusion and initiation. So your life that be lifing is supposed to initiate you to higher levels, because 9 is the number of initiation, preparing you for the new beginnings of your life be lifing on another level. Because when you do things, you're not supposed to want to spiral down. You're supposed to want to spiral up in your life be lifing. You don't want to spiral down. You want to spiral up in your life be lifing. This is very important. That's why I wrote it in my book. And the number 9 is the number known as a higher vibration of universal love, peace, harmony. And they have to avoid, see, in your life be life, and because it adds up to a 9, you got to avoid being contentious, angry, pitiful. Because you want pity, because you're going through life, you know, life be life. And some people say it just like that, life be life. I'll call somebody and say, yeah, how you doing? Oh, yeah, life be life. What? All right. When you call me and I say, life be life and good, son. Life be life and excellent. Life be grand rising me to another level. Life be life in me. Do I go through ups and downs? But I don't let the negative of life be lifing holding me down. So you can say life be lifing, or the math ain't mathing. You know, I might have to break that. Math ain't mathing. Now, I understand when Taraji P. Henson said that. Math ain't mathing. They ain't adding up. Because they don't understand that because when you say math don't be mathing, it's because you mishandled your contract or something happened. Because people took advantage of what you did in your past and still want to keep you right there. So when people thought when I used to do $2 or $1 a minute, people still think that I should be on $1 or $2 a minute. And when I started going up to $100 every 30 minutes, or now I'm up to another price, and it's always an advertisement special. Let me tell y'all right now, when I do a session with you, and when you find out my price, you see what it says over there? For an appointment, text your full name and date of birth, 347-496-1722, for this special advertisement rate. Every time, every rate that you hear from me is an advertisement rate. Because when you put those words on there for the special advertisement rate, it's letting you know that this is an advertisement rate, that it is subject to change any moment. Because life be lifing. And life is supposed to elevate, not disintegrate. Your life is supposed to elevate in this time while it's in this realm, not disintegrate. I've had celebrity and very highly prestigious people tell me that, yo, you could be charging $300 an hour, $400 an hour, because of how I deliver my message through Numerovation. Thank the ancestors and the creative force that works through me to be able to deliver the message, whether you receive it in the appropriate manner or not. I'm going to deliver it the way I do. And because I constantly study and I constantly add on, I don't stay where I'm at. Because life that be lifing on me wants me to spiral up and not spiral down. Do I get a little linear sometimes, or do I get a little comfortable? Sure, I get comfortable sometimes. Where that linear energy might keep me right there. But then I smack myself out of it within 12 to 24 hours, it's gone. Sometimes even less than that. You got to learn how to take the positive aspects of all your numbers connected to your name and birthdays and propel yourself. Because if it's the truth that we learn through symbols, repetition, trauma, if we learn through symbolism, repetition, and trauma, then boom, then repetitiously promote or look at the interpretations of your name or your birthday that it equates to, and constantly bombard and unpack the positive aspect of who you are through those numbers, through astrology or through cardology. Don't be afraid to keep on. Just because you heard something from me, don't mean that you're just supposed to listen to the recording I sent you, and you're not supposed to do the enjoyable work for yourself that can be hard sometimes. But you got to be willing to put the work in. Most of us, I included, don't want to work. We are satisfied with where we are. And like the great Bob Proctor, who's born July 5th, 1934, said, Bob Proctor says, be grateful, but never be satisfied. Be grateful for where you're at, but never be satisfied. Be grateful, but never be satisfied. Should I say it one more time? Put it in the chat. Somebody put it in the chat. Be grateful, but never be satisfied. Because it was dissatisfaction that got us to the technological age that we're in. It was dissatisfaction that stopped us from reading in candlelight, and now we're reading in fluorescent or incandescent light. It was the dissatisfied that said, we are not just going to ride horse and buggy, we're going to ride a car. It was the dissatisfied that says, we're not going to just sail boats, we're going to fly planes. It's the dissatisfied that makes things happen. Dissatisfaction brings about positive, proactive work and putting things into work and to motion. Can I get an amen or a woman? Can I get an amen or a woman in the chat? Can I get an amen or a woman in the chat? So what has happened? We're now speaking a lower vibratory energy of language, so they say. But we are able to flip this quote unquote low, because to every low, there's a high. So I don't care if you speak Arabic. I don't care if you speak Hebrew. I don't care if you speak Amharic. I don't care if you speak Ge'ez. I don't care if you speak Kiswahili. I don't care if you speak Medunetter. There's a high and low to every. There's a curing form of language, whether you're using English or the English dialect, and there is a poison or toxic form of language. So you can go into the etymology of all of this. At the end of the day, when you going into etymology, you start seeing the French, you start seeing the Spanish, you start seeing the Latin. Oh yeah, I got the Black Laws Dictionary, I got I got all of that. But we have to learn how to flip it for ourselves, because whatever melanated people touches, we can turn it up or we can turn it down. That's why they always want to promote it to us. Whatever we touch, I don't care what language we get to learn and master. If we're going to learn Spanish, we're going to get into, como está, I used to hear my aunt and them from the Cuban family, they, and they played the drum. Listen to Ricky Ricardo when he started playing, Babaloo, Babaloo. Yo, we turn Any language that Europeans think that they own, we come to find out it comes from us anyway. All this comes from Phoenicia. All of this came from the Phoenician studies and going back and back into time, cuneiform and all of that. Has it morphed and turned into something else? Yes, but we can still use it and elevate ourselves. I got no problems with elevation by using that. If that's the only language you're going to be speaking and you're not going to learn Hebrew, Arabic, you ain't going to learn etymology, you ain't going to go into none of that, then lift up your hands and hold them up high. Lift up your vibration of the words that you speak and hold them up high. I was one that used to say biatch in the club. I was saying bitch and nigga and all that back in the day. And believe me, I had quote unquote consciousness. I got consciousness from when I was 14. When I say consciousness, I mean getting into some type of organization like the 5% or the Ansar Allah community or the Nation of Islam or any one of them that I was in. But I was also from a family that had Rastafari and all of that. Hearing the music of Bob and Burning Spear and Sister Nancy and Don Penn. No, no, no. Informer in the area, murderer. I'm hearing all these songs from when I was young. Man, stop playing. Because let's get back into what we talked about. Back into the vibration. I keep on seeing these 3, 6, 9 numbers in the LIFING energy. And I'm talking about the equations that I keep on seeing because the word life and B adds up to a number 15, which is a 6. Life and B adds up to a number 12, which is a 3. But when I say life be lifing adds up to a number 3 in the Pythagorean, and life be adding up to a number 9 in the Chaldean. So when I started seeing the 3, 6, 9 showing up, it's alerting me about, and my mind started to go to Nikola Tesla. And I've told you I was reading his book. I told you I'm reading his autobiography. And I have the biography. I don't stop studying because even in the messages that I get from these books, I implement it in my numerovational sessions. Even the messages, the mathematical messages and the talk of transmitting and magnifying and transferring and all that kind of stuff, because we do that with energy. We transmit. Our mind are receivers and transmitters. He talks about it in the book. So I study different mathematicians. Neil deGrasse Tyson, to infinity and beyond. I study and I get their language because every time you see or hear an astrophysicist or a scientist like Nikola Tesla or Stephen Hawking, I got Stephen Hawking's book, I got Einstein's book, you start seeing the numbers showing up. And if the numbers can be applied outside of you, the numbers can also be applied within you too. There's a macro and a micro. And if they're calling the universe from Galileo and Isaac Newton is calling it the grand book of mathematics, the universe, how in the world are we not connected to these mathematics? That is an ultimate language of the Most High within you and me. And once we learn to understand how to redirect and manipulate, because they're not here to control us, they're here to guide us. They're not here to control us, they're here to guide us. And that's what I say in my book. And I mention all those scientists in my book that I just shouted out. I have to. And I don't, and although big up to you that said facts, I don't care if you believe it's the facts or not. Go and research it for yourself. And then it becomes a fact. Because once you start identifying the evidence and you start seeing the repetitiveness of it, and then you start observing it over time, which I've been observing it since my 14th birthday. I've been observing numbers and patterns and all this since I was young. It was Lloyd Strayhorn that brought me over the hill and said, oh, it's connected to humans too. It's not just me saying, who is the original man? The original man is the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. Yes, I got supreme mathematics. Yes, I got the problem book 1 to 20. Yes, I got all of that. But it also deals with internal. It also deals with your health. That's why numerology and astrology, they got medical connections with it too. So you can see what are the potential health ailments that can be attracted to you throughout your life if you don't learn to recognize it before it comes into play. And it still might come through, but at least you can lessen the blunt and the blow of it when it comes. That's how deep it gets when you start studying and applying. That's why I wrote this book. That's why I wrote this children's book. No, numbers are simple. Children's health is important. I give you from 1 to 9, from 1 to 31, since everybody basically born from 1 to 31. I give you all the possible ailments that can be attracted to you, but it doesn't just stop there. Listen to me. It doesn't just stop there, because you can be born on the 31st of the month, right? But let's say you're born January 31st. Do you know the number 1 in January, because the first month in January, because January is the first month and 1 is a dominant factor in your chart, that you can attract the disease or the ailment from the number 1 just because you're born in the first month? Did you know that? Not just because you're born on the 31st. And then if your life path adds up to a number 5, then you could attract that number also. Get this. Get this. Get this. If you have too many 3s or too many 5s in your chart or too many 8s in your name, you could attract the ailments of that number also. Get that. So it's a multiplicity of ways that you can attract bad ailments and bad problems and dis-ease, but at least numbers and astrology from their perspective can alert you on what you need to navigate and protect yourself more, so you can at least do the reversal thing or do the prevention thing. Like I said, prevention is better than cure. My grandmother used to say that all the time. Prevention is better than cure. Prevention is better than cure, Papa. Prevention is better than cure, Papa. Prevention is better than cure. So if the numbers can alert you of what you could attract along your path through your name and your birthday, then prevention is better than cure. Because then if you don't prevent a thing, then you end up having to spend a whole bunch of money to try to cure it. Woo-wee! People don't understand. People don't understand. Thank y'all very much. Thank y'all very much for shouting out. Thank y'all, people on Instagram, people on Facebook, people on YouTube. On that note, let me get ready to close out. I'm not going to be up here long. Whew, almost an hour. Phew. Man, let's stop playing. Hold on 1 second. I like my books in order. Pardon me, pardon me, pardon me. I like my books in order. Pardon me, pardon me, pardon me. I like my books in order. So, in closing, family, make sure when you're using life, be lifing. The word life in the Pythagorean system adds up to a 23, which is the 5. 23 in numerology is the royal star of the lion and the lioness. If you get my book, always look at words like that, and it says it's the symbol. And why I put it in my book, these numbers are the symbol first, because numbers are symbols. Letters are symbols. So if the word life in the Pythagorean system adds up to a number 23, then you go to the page number 23 and then go to the page number 25. I mean, the number 5, because 2 plus 3 equals 5. And it says life. The word life means it's a royal star of the lion and lioness. It's a star energy. Life is a star energy. It's a royal star. That's what it's telling me when I look at it. It's a royal star. And it's a promise of success, help from superiors, and protection from those in high and low places. Life, the word, the 23 that it adds up to, is a number of compassion and love and the willingness to stay creative. Life, the word, because it adds up to the number 23. Because it adds up to the number 17 in the Chaldean system, 17 is the number of legacy. So through your creativity and your compassion, you're going to want to leave a legacy through your life. In my book, I talk about 17 as the number of maintaining discipline, visualization methods, pioneering qualities. That's the 17. That's what life does. That's what we do in life. The word be adds up, is a 25 or adds up to a number 7. In my book, I talk about that 25 also. 25 is the symbol of strength, experience, observation. If you want to be, you have to be strong. If you want to be, you have to observe. If you want to be, you have to learn how to deal with strife and trials. If you want to be, 25 is also a 2 and 5. That's 25 deals with endurance. If you want to be, but it adds up to a number 7, that 2 plus the 5. And when I go to my book, and I'm just touching different parts of this in my book, the number 7 is the spirit, is the symbol of spiritual growth and development. So if you want to be, you have to be willing to spiritually grow and develop. If you want to be, you have to be a symbol of eternal combination of understanding and understanding. If you want to be, you have to learn to be a researcher, a philosopher into the metaphysics, understand the physical and the spiritual. If you want to be, the word be. Lifing adds up to 39, which is a 12, which is a 3. Now, in compound numerology, and I like to go to the elder, Kiro, 39 is equivalent to another number, I believe. Let me make sure we are clear. 39 has the same meaning as the number 30, so I can go to my book. 39 in compound numerology has the same meaning as the number 30. So if I go to my book, the word lifing, since life be lifing, since life be lifing, the word lifing, the number 30, which is the same meaning in the compound studies of numerology, is the symbol of mental outlook, superior mindset. So if you're lifing, you're supposed to have a mental outlook and a superior mindset. Because the number 30 or 39, because 3 plus 9 equals 12, let's go to the number 12 real quick. I want to go to the number 12 real quick because 12 is a symbol of universal manifestation. So if you're lifing, you're supposed to be manifesting because it adds up to the number 12 because that's the symbol of universal manifestation, fruition, complete expression, according to certain esoteric studies. That's what I'm saying in my book. The 12 also represents the expansion of the perfect duality because it expands into the number 3 because 1 plus 2 equals 3 when united. The number 12 person on its highest and wisest side has the ability to lead with sensitivity, compassion, and creativity. So that word lifing says you got to learn to lead with sensitivity, compassion, and creativity, and also be artistic. But remember, in tarot, the number 12 is called the hangman, and it represents the lesson of the human must hang upside down from their feet until accomplishments of their great works or renewal within it is completed in this realm. So 12 is it's called the hangman. And then it goes to the number 3. And in my book, I talk about the number 3 being the symbol of expansion, expansive trinity, the father, the mother, the child energy. The symbol of expression, communication, of intimate, friendly business, So LIFING connects to all that. So I don't just look at it at one level. I don't just go break it down to the 3 and that's it. I got to look at all the levels. I got to look at all the levels. I got to look at all the numbers. I got to look at it all. Because when you start to look at it all, you start to see the bigger picture. You see a broader picture, not going to stay in Pythagorean. Pythagorean don't give me enough pictures. Pythagorean don't give me enough aspects. So I got to go to Chaldean. And if my spirit says to go to China, then I go to China with it. I go to I Ching. And you'll find a certain similarities between all of them when you start. I remember watching Aquarius Maximus breaking down her I Ching app on Brother Rich's show. And when Rich asked about the dog, I said, no. From a mathematical perspective in my head, I said, no, he will end up taking care of the dog more than the child. And sure enough, Aquarius Maximus verified it. And I'm not even talking to them. Verified it and said, no, that dog is not, he ain't ready for the dog. His son ain't ready for that dog. I know that. I said that to myself while they was talking. I said, no, not according to numerology. His son ain't ready for that dog. Not yet. Not yet. Give him a little time. Let him grow up a little. Not ready for that dog. I said Rich and his wife would be taking care of that dog more than the son. So be patient. That's exactly what I said. I know so while she was doing her I Ching thing, I was doing my numerology thing in my head. I was like, I know his son's birthday. I know his wife's birthday. I know Rich's birthday. And then when I combine all of that, I said, no, that ain't going to work. Not right now. Give it some time. Give it some time before you get that little boy a dog. Because you're going to get angry with that dog when it starts pissing and doodling all over your house. Believe me. So big up to Brother Rich and his wife. I want to touch on the 21 because 21 is an initiation number in compound numerology. The number 21 is a number of initiation. So LIFING, the word LIFING adds up to 21 in the Chaldean system. It's the symbol of the universe. It's also called the symbol of the world. 21 is called the crown of the Magi. It represents advancements, receive honors in life, elevation, and success, as long as they maintain love, compassion, creativity, and it's a very gifted and can have love and a love for the limelight, but also that 21. As I go on to say towards the bottom, I said it's the crown of the Magi. It says I wrote in my book, I says it's the world, and it depicts as the beginning of a new cycle of angelhood, 777, which equals 21. The highest possible development of the adept. It is also said the person connected to the 21 or the word connected to the 21 gains success after long battles, and the crown of the Magi is only gained after long initiations and tests of the determination. So even in your life, and you got to go through your initiation, and it's going to test you to see how determined you are to get what you get. In order for you to expand, because 3 is that number of expansion. And then because all of it adds up to a number 9, you got to finish what you start and see it till its conclusion. Life be lifing for real. On that note, family, it is now an hour. We've been here. I'm so glad we had this time together. I'm so happy that I was able to come on and have some fun with y'all today. I hope each and every one of y'all enjoyed what I shared. And again, please like, subscribe, share. And if you want to spread love, bop, bop, up on the Cash App. Spread love, bop, bop, up on the PayPal. Spread love, bop, bop, up on the Super Chat. Spread love, bop, bop, up. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. It's the universal way, because the universe is always spreading love constantly. It's yin and yang. It's duality, divine, masculine, and feminine, always creating something, always making love. Spread love. Bop, bop, up. Come on. Ow! Spread love. Bop, bop, up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, buy a book. If you can't spread love that way, go get one of my books, man. Go get one of my books. Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple. Children's health is important. Numbers are simple. People are complicated. Or no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Go get my books. It's on Amazon right now, Amazon.com. You just put in King Simon, not Simon King, King Simon. Simon King is another writer, but King Simon in Amazon, or just go to my link tree. It takes you all to my links. Every one of the links that you want to get to, it will help you. It will help you get there. All right, family, I hope you enjoyed what we shared today. Oh, man, I had fun. I don't know about y'all. I had fun. I had mother flipping fun doing what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what. So I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope people are feeling well. And please take the time out to be your very best. In whatever you do, be your very best. Do your very best. And your numerovation can help you to gauge yourself from step to step to step. It can help you. Astrology can help you. Certain religious things and teachings can help you. Spiritual systems can help you. All of it is a part of the armor of the creative force within you and outside of you. All of it is a part of the armor. All of it. That's why I love what Dr. Khaled used to say. Look, I'm the original man. All of it came from us. I could care less. All of it came from us. Every one of it. If it manifested, it came out of melanated people. Excuse my language. Excuse me. It all came from us. So again, thank you very much. Remember, this has been a numerovational perspective of life be lifing. I don't know what happened to my page here. Numerovational perspective of life be lifing. And do remember, tonight we have Adara Moselle coming in tonight. We got Adara Moselle coming in tonight. This is going to be fun because Adara she's not only a sensual masseuse, she's also a massage therapist too. So she's one of my massage therapists that I work with. Sister High Heels, aka Golda X, she's one of my massage therapists, and I'm working on 3. I usually need 3 good hands on my body. Not at the same time. just one at a time. One at a time. There's a lot of energy. You bring all 3 with me. I just need one at a time. So not all at the same time. And please, Phil Valentine's rebroadcast is going to be starting at 2:00. Go ahead and support our brother, Phil Valentine. Go to his website, uksnow.com. That's uksnow.com. That's uksnow.com. Make sure y'all support Baba Phil. Matter of fact, here it is. Here's Dr. Phil's website right now, or his email if you want to get that the link to this. Dr. Phil Valentine can help you out. It will be from 2 to like 7. No, hold on. 2 to 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, no, 11. Yeah, no, it's going to go to 12 o'clock. It's going to go to 11, 12 o'clock. Let me not front. It's going to go to 11, 12 o'clock. Yeah, Baba Phil ain't joking. Myself and Carrie Ann, every Wednesday we do this. Every Wednesday we do this. And this Wednesday we have L.A. Wade. We're going to have a candid conversation with this beautiful sister dealing with addiction and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? No respect to her. Aline Bay is coming in. Last Sunday of February. That's the 25th. And then the first Sunday of March, I have Dr. Shakira Moore coming in. Women's History Month. That's going to be fire. Professor James Smalls, big up to him, coming to YG Cafe from 1 to 5 p.m. That's going to be 640 Evans Street in Atlanta, the West End. And we have a private no holds bar symposium 33 seats available. Nobody else is coming in on that. Only 33 people. All right. That's going to be Q&A all day with Professor James Smalls, the living legend. Do remember, if you want to go to Jamaica, contact this beautiful sister, Nia Love, at Instagram. This is for mental health professionals and therapists and healers. Support Dr. Layla Africa, LailaAfrica.com. Also, if you want to do your book, your music, or whatever you got going on in your life that you want to turn into something that could be musical and memorable, contact Green Studio NYC, my son, and the great ones over there. And CarrieAnnIngram.com or her link tree. Lloyd Strayhorn, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. Make sure you support them and show them some love. Show him some love. Remember, it's coming soon. It's coming soon. Look out, look out, look out. I'm starting to practice. I got the practice in. It's going to take me one day to knock it out, to tell you the truth. One day. I'm going to knock it out. I don't have to take a whole long time knocking out and reading my book. But it's going to take one day. Get my books through Amazon, Kindle, and also Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. If you want to book a session with me, text me your full name and date of birth, 347-496-1022. How many slots I have in March? I have, let me see how many slots I have in March. I'm looking at my calendar right now. I have 30 slots left in, no. I went down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21. I have 24 slots left in March. 24 slots. I got to change it. It was 34 last week. It went down to 24. 24 slots left in March. 24 slots left in March. Those who want to book a session with me, text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. If you live outside of the United States, use WhatsApp or Signal. Use WhatsApp or Signal. If you live outside of the United States, use WhatsApp or Signal. So if you live in Europe, England, the Caribbean, Canada, use WhatsApp or use Signal. If you want to book a session with me, text me your full name and date of birth. Okay? On that note, family, have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Be safe. Remember, accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be. And like Dr. B says, I forgive myself, my family, and others for imperfection. I am thankful of my life. And like Dr. Blair used to close us out with, please, universal creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth in your love now. Dr. Blair is an extraordinary human being. Go and Google him up on YouTube and watch his stuff, or go to his website, themetacenter2.com, themetacenter2.com. I'm still meditating on doing a meditation circle online, but also in person, like Dr. Blair used to do. I have something significant that I could do with numbers. I know I can turn it up with numbers from a numerovational perspective. And if I do a numerovational meditation, everyone can say their own particular personal number or their own life path number and reflect on what it means to be or connect to that vibration. That's important for me. And that will be important for you. That's what has made me become the best person that I can become as I'm getting older, and or once a man, twice a child, as I'm getting younger again. So, all right. So have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Be safe, be strong, be focused. I love you all because I love all of myself. I love you all because I love all of myself. Take care, and I will see you tonight with the one, the only Adara Moselle at 9 p.m. And guess what? I will be on Miss Blue's show at 10 p.m. tonight. The remix. I will be on the remix with Miss Blue tonight. We already negotiated. We already finalized it. I will be on the remix with Miss Blue tonight, live and direct, for the first time ever in all the 20 years that I've been watching that sister. Finally, I've made it to the big time with Miss Blue on the remix. So tonight, I will be with Miss Blue tonight after my interview with this beautiful sister, Adara Moselle. Have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Be safe, be strong, be your best self, and be numerovated. Take care. Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed.
Eye to eye, heart to heart, each one teach one, us. This is Professor Imhotep, the Island Monk, here at Warrior Kido Jiu-Jitsu, Way of the Warrior Spirit. So we're here to go over the rules and try to make that as swift as possible for you guys. So the rules essentially are very few. Number one is to follow us on TikTok at the Island Monk, or if you have Instagram, you can follow us at Warrior Temple, Island University. Or if you really love us and want to show us support, you can follow us at both. You're going to find the Kata Shodachi, and you're either going to duet us on TikTok or collab with us on Instagram and win 10 tickets for every additional video you do beyond that. So as we say with all the warriors, eye to eye, heart to heart, each one teach one, us.
Hey, this is King Simon, the International Numerovator. Remember, get all my books on Amazon or go to Linktree/King Simon, the Numerovator. And remember, don't forget to book my sessions at 347-496-1022. Book now. Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovator. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. So remember, our job as studiers of these metaphysical, esoteric knowledge is to help enhance people to be better. I, as a numerator, using the numbers, or quote-unquote numerals, and motivation to get people to understand why they need to activate their numbers to be their very best self and maximize it. Because the numerals hold a frequency. And if you're willing to turn up that frequency, then that frequency can help to guide you and navigate you to a higher height that will allow you to spiral to be your best self. We must remember that.